Now, although travel isn't quite the same as it usually is at the moment. Ordinarily, I'd be looking forward to going off on my holes soon, but it's not to be. We shall be holidaying at home this year. For one man, the coronavirus crisis hasn't put a stop to his round-the-world tour on a boat. Taking to the seas, Tommy Eriksson, who's from Sweden and lives in Norway with his wife Alce, has sailed from Germany to Jersey. And they've anchored up in the harbour here before they make their way to their next stop, which is what will be either Portugal or Spain. They haven't decided yet. Oh, the freedom of sailing at sea. So what's it like not only to be travelling the world on the high seas, but more importantly, in the midst of a pandemic? Tommy joins us from the harbour this morning. Hello, Tommy.
Hello, Jersey, and hello.
Welcome to our island. When did you arrive?
We arrived on Thursday from Cuxhaven in Germany.
I know Cuxhaven very well. Beautiful port town there. Have you had your COVID test arriving in Jersey?
Yes, we have, and it was negative.
So how long do you plan to be in our island?
We probably leave Jersey on Sunday for Spain or Portugal, as you said.
Now, why did you decide to go on this trip right now? Had you been planning it for a long time?
Yes, we have planned it for... we sell the apartment and live in a small flat, and that was 3 years ago. So we planned it for 3 years, seriously now.
And did you set off before or after the coronavirus outbreak?
After.
Did you think that was a responsible thing to do, to be travelling at this time when there's a global pandemic underway?
What should you say about that? You have the pandemic, it's everywhere. It's dangerous everywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. You have to take the responsibility of yourself.
You've come from Germany. It's quite a distance. Where were your first stop?
First stop was in Varberg in Sweden, and after that Kiel and Cuxhaven and down here.
So originally you're from Sweden, you live in Norway with your wife. What kind of boat have you got?
We got a 50-feet boat from America, and we got to take it back to the birth water in Los Angeles.
So is that your final destination?
No, the final destination is to come home again in Norway.
So why did you choose to come to Jersey? We're not exactly one of the big stops along the way, are we?
No, I don't know if you remember, but me and my wife remember Bergerac. That's
oh, yes.
Why we want to come here.
Are you kidding me? A 1980s BBC television series, is now the reason why you've wanted to come to Jersey.
Yes, it is.
And have you seen some of the locations that you once saw on Bergerac?
We're going to do now, today and tomorrow. We have lots of work we have to manage with first before we can relax and see Jersey.
Are there any parts of Jersey you particularly want to visit?
Whole Jersey.
Well, you've got plenty of time to do that. Has it been plain sailing so far? Have there been any challenges at sea?
Fishing boats, fishing gear in water, big ships. So it's a challenge all the way through the English Channel.
And how long do you plan to spend travelling? How long do you plan to be on this trip?
We haven't said any years or dates. It depends on how long my wife could cope with me.
I was going to say, that puts all sorts of pressure on a relationship. It's all well and good being married to someone with the ups and downs and the ins and outs, but being cooped up on a boat for a very long period of time could put extra pressure on your relationship.
That's correct. But so far, so good.
And are you confident that you'll still be husband and wife at the end of this trip?
Yeah, we hope so.
Well, the weather's not going to be brilliant for the next couple of days, sadly. You're going to see Jersey in a bit of rain. I hope that's not going to put you off too much.
No, rain doesn't stop us. Wind doesn't stop us. The travel continues.
Well, we wish you every happiness. How long do you intend to continue traveling?
4 to 6 years, something like that.
Oh my goodness.
Depends.
That's a and
So
how have
if
you managed to
have some
afford that?
vacation,
How have you managed to afford that? Have you finished your work and now this is a big retirement project?
yes, it is.
Well, I wish you every happiness and welcome to Jersey, and I hope it lives up to all those Bergerac memories for you. The island's changed a bit since then, I warn you.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Well, I'm sure you'll enjoy it nonetheless. Isn't that brilliant? Tommy Eriksson there, who's making his way halfway around the world on a boat with his wife, Alcy. They've sailed from Germany to Jersey, from Cuxhaven to... I've been to Cuxhaven, very nice place it is too, to Jersey, and... they're going here to have a look around the island because they remember it from Bergerac, which they saw all those years ago on the telly. Tommy's from Sweden, they live in Norway, and they've moored up in Jersey, having come from Germany on Saturday, and they're heading off to Spain or Portugal next weekend. They've had a negative COVID test. That's the thing to stress there. And so they're free to travel around the island. I know they would be free to travel around the island anyway because the law allows for that, but it's nice to see they're taking the responsible approach to that and the right thinking approach, some would argue, insofar as that you have a responsibility to other people, and so maybe you shouldn't be trying to potentially spread coronavirus if you don't know whether or not you are positive or negative for the condition.